Hi, everyone. It's Linda Rayner of lindarainer.com, guiding you to a career and life you'll truly enjoy. Now, if you have been struggling with getting interviews and job offers, and you've been wondering whether it's even possible for you to land your dream job, then you're in for a treat because today I'm talking to my awesome client and student. Her name is Ella. Before we're
Ready to get the job you want? Top-notch interview is coming soon. For more info and free training, head to jointni.com.
Before working with me, Ella was struggling for several months. She wasn't getting the traction that she wanted with her job search. She wasn't getting past her first round interviews. And then fast forward to now, she is finally working in her dream job with her dream company. And she's here to share her story and share with you exactly on how that happened. So Ella, thank you so much for being with me here today.
Thank you, Linda, for having me. I am so excited to share my success story and experience with everyone here. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes. No, I'm so glad to hear that. So let's talk about that, Ella. Tell me about what was your experience before we met? What was going on with your job search? What kind of results were you getting on your own?
So first of all, I have a bachelor degree. I graduated 2 years ago, and I thought it would be easy because I graduated good school. And then I ended up with a job that I didn't match my thought at the beginning. And before I worked with you the few months ago, I am so frustrated that I applied so many jobs online, like almost every day. I just applied at least 10 of them. I applied about 70 to 80 jobs, and I barely hear from them, maybe just a phone interview. And maybe I heard from one or two jobs. I get their phone interviews, and that's it. I never get to the point that I had face interview. So that's really frustrated. Before I reached out to you, I worked as a part-time assistant in a small office, and here and there I constantly changed my jobs, but I couldn't reach a better level job.
Right. Okay. So you applied to 70, 80 jobs within a couple months and you weren't really getting past the first round interviews. So how did you feel, in terms of your self-confidence? How were you feeling personally, emotionally?
I don't feel really good because, first of all, I don't get a lot of phone interviews. So when I get it, I don't feel confident.
Right.
I don't know how to prepare, so that's why maybe I messed it up. Ended up I couldn't get to the second round. That's why I've been looking videos online, searching good strategies online, and I even bought a resume package on Groupon, see if that could help me, but it didn't.
Yeah. Well, it was on Groupon, so not a lot of things on Groupon work all that well. Well, some things, I guess, right?
I mean, not this one. So at least I'm trying, I'm trying different ways to see how can I get more interviews. It ended up didn't work.
Right. Okay. So then what made you decide to reach out to me and work with me through my Stand Out Get Hired program?
So I reached out to you because I came across your YouTube channel, and I actually watched all of the videos that you made with your previous clients, and I can't believe I am here today. But like I said, I go over all of your videos, and I saw those like examples like me that really worked out very well with you. That's why I reached out to you on your website, because I can see the real person's reviews and all the feedbacks that are really, really good.
Amazing. Yeah. And so with that, when you joined and worked with me through the Stand Out Get Hired program, how did you feel going through the process with us working together? What were you discovering about yourself, or what were you learning? What did you realize?
Finding a job is all about apply and getting interviews and got offers, but you give me like totally different views on everything. Resumes, for example, I won't say too much, but it's like totally different from what I used to think what's supposed to be the resume looks like. And then terms to apply, and you taught me a lot of ways besides just online applying. That is really unique and very special and really works because I found my job using your strategy, not just online applying. That's really important to me. And then in terms of the interview, I know how can I get prepared. That's the most important thing. I didn't know how to prepare myself to an interview before, but now I am confident because I know you got my back. I remember you said something to me is interview is not about how good is your person, it's about how you can sell yourself. I think you taught me that very well, that I know how I can sell myself now.
That's so great. I'm so glad to hear that. And yeah, we did go through all those things. Like you said, we went through the resume and I taught you my exact unique strategy on how to write your resume. And then, like you said, with your job, you didn't find it. It wasn't just a typical job that you found online. It was through other ways. Basically, yeah, tapping into the hidden job market and then interviewing and selling yourself. So I'm so glad that you're able to learn those things. So what were the results? We went through this process together. I know that you're currently in your dream job, dream company now, but what were the results that you were noticing that were coming about from the strategies that you learned?
Yeah, so after we went all the course, like in the middle of the course, I started getting phone interviews, face-to-face interviews. I approximately got 3 to 4 combined with phone and face interviews per week. And after I think those interviews after 3 weeks, and I get this job, you made me to the third round interview. So, and I kind of determined this is what I want. So I secretly turned down like a few others interviews that really interested to me. So I just put myself forward and just to work with this opportunity.
Wow. So you ended up not only getting a lot more interviews, but you ended up turning down some companies because there was one job, which is the job that you're in now with this
Right.
amazing company, right, that you wanted to move forward with. Okay. That's great. I'm so glad to hear that. So, I mean, how are you feeling now in your new job? You've just started a few weeks. How's everything going? How are you enjoying it?
Oh, I am so lucky that I came across to your channel and I reached out to you. Otherwise, I won't be here, first of all. And then right now, I am so happy because this is like exactly what I want. Like I said, it's a global wide company and the pay is really good and they are rapidly expanding. So my growth potential is unlimited.
The other thing I forgot to mention was before when you were applying for jobs like this, it's not like this was your main field. Like you had a little bit of experience in this, but before you had different types of jobs before, and this is kind of a different field for you. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's kind of a little different field. This is one of Linda's advantage because I think she can help you to even find a really good job in a different field. Before I wasn't doing administration that much. I got a finance job before. Admission is something that I wanted to do, but you helped me from different aspects to help me build my resume, build my skills towards to admission. That I really appreciate that.
I'm so glad to hear that. And, I want to ask you, Ella, what would you say for someone who is thinking that they want to go into a new industry or a new field, a new type of job, and they want to work with me through my Stand Out Get Hired program? What would you say to them if they're thinking about doing that?
Mm-hmm. So I was in your situation before. I probably you are watching my video. You browsed all her videos, all her client interviews. This is real. I couldn't believe that before I reach out to you too. You will get the result. You will appreciate your step, your action, your reaching out. And like if you are looking a job and you don't know how to do it, then reach out to Lena. Maybe next time you will be interviewing here. I can't believe that I actually got this job. I actually am in this interview and I'm talking to you guys.
Oh, thank you, Ella. I'm glad to see how excited you are about your new position. And the other thing I forgot to mention too, and I want the audience to know, is that you were able to get this new job and it was in a different city from where you were living as well. So still within the same country, still within the US, but you're able to move locations. And so it is very possible for you to be just like Ella, to find a new position, even if it's in a different city, a different state, and work in the field that you want to work in. And so, with Stand Out Get Hired, as you know, Ella, there is an investment that's involved, a time and money investment. And so, what would you say to those individuals who are hesitating because they know that they have to make this investment? What would you tell them about that?
Like I said, this is a big investment, and so far it's the biggest investment for me. But I think my personal growth is the most important. My career is the most important thing in my life. And I'm still young. I want to choose the unlimited potential growing. So this is like a one-time investment, but it's totally worth it for me. The skills that I learned from Linda are those skills that I can use in my rest of my life.
Okay, awesome. That's so great. Thank you. So, Ella, I think this has been great. You've been sharing a lot of details about how you got to this journey, and I'm so happy for you. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Yes, so I do have one thing that I like to share. Linda is the best helper. Like, she can help you how to sell yourself, even though you don't speak English well like me. But she said, I can always practice English at work, and my English is way enough to find a good job. And she actually gave me a lot of confidence in terms of finding a job. So if English is not your native language, don't worry. She can help you find confidence. She can totally teach you step by step. You deserve a good job. You deserve a better life and a better company.
Thank you, Ella, for sharing that, because I think that's something that's so important. A lot of people feel that, or they use my English isn't good as an excuse for why they can't find a better job. And the truth is, and I think I shared that with you and you believe it too, is that it's not your English, it's about everything else that you're doing. And so I'm glad that you brought that up. How do you feel about your English now? Do you have the same excuse associated with it now, or do you feel differently about yourself?
Okay, so right now I've been working with this company for a week, and I don't think there's any problem. Like, I think my English it's good, it's enough. I don't say it's perfect because I have an accent, but it's enough for the work. So, but I'm still learning, but I'm confident, and like you taught me that my English is not an excuse. It's about everything else.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Ella, for sharing your story with us today. I think you're going to inspire so many people. So if you are someone who is like Ella, you've been struggling to land interviews, you've been applying to a lot of jobs, but you haven't been getting anywhere, and you're ready to take your career to the next level and to work with me, then head on over to my website, lindarainer.com/standoutgethired. Read through the page, fill in the application form, and from there, if it feels that we are a match, then one of my team members will be reaching out to you directly. So Ella, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us here. I really appreciate that. I wish you the best of luck in your career.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'd love to share my experience and my success story with you, and I hope my story could help you as well.
Amazing. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Ready to get the job you want? Top-notch interview is coming soon. For more info and free training, head to jointni.com.